Karen Turk, Mrs. Florida, U.S. Continental, here today at the Unicorn Children's Foundation Mad Hatter's Luncheon with Sharon Alexander, and very happy to be here at the Indian Creek Country Club in Miami. This is their annual luncheon, and tell me a little bit about this event today.
So today we're here to honor a lot of our Miami supporters, but in particular Madeline Hillsberg, who's been a staunch supporter for over 2 decades with the foundation, making sure that individuals come together to help our kids with special needs excel in the community.
So about 6 years ago, I started donating jewelry to the Unicorn Children's Foundation. And a few years after that, I was vetted to go on the board, and I thought in my philanthropic work, maybe I should start taking a bigger role in some things. And I went on the board and really saw what it really takes in the decision making of a 22-year-old charity. And then 2 years ago, I was asked to be the leader of this foundation, and it's a lot of work, but it's very rewarding, and we've got a lot of work to do. And we show up on a day like this at beautiful Indian Creek Country Club with some of these amazing women, and hopefully we're going to raise a lot of money for special needs.
I got involved with Unicorn about 3 or 4 years ago. My son, Dylan, he's going to be 7 next month, and he is on the spectrum for autism. And it was a challenge when he was an infant and a toddler, just getting information, having access to community resources. There's a lot of challenges that parents face. And so I met the folks at Unicorn, and I thought it was a wonderful organization because they are really all about the delivery of resources, the delivery of information, becoming that spinal cord backbone of the community for special needs, not just autism. And so it was an organization that became very near and dear to my heart for my personal reasons. And listen, I can relate to a lot of folks out there and a lot of families that are in similar situations. And so my being able to get involved and help Unicorn spread the message and spread the word about how we can help is very important.
So as a parent, what is the most important challenge that you think parents of a child who's on the spectrum face?
It's just understanding of resources and information. Where do we turn to? How can we get help? What is out there in the community that is available to me? It's amazing how you have to separate out the medical side of what's going on with the emotional and psychological and just everyday living side, and having knowledge and confidence that there are resources available to help makes a big difference.
So it's not just the children that need the support and help, it's also the parents. So Unicorn's providing not only for the children in setting them up to be self-sufficient, but also helping to support the family?
Correct. Through things like the Village Academy, we can directly impact children's lives that way. And through other programs and educational initiatives, we can not only help children as well, but families in general as well.
Well, it really started a long time ago, and it's thanks to my husband, Mike Rosenblum, who through his son, Dr. Mark Rosenblum, was introduced to the terrible need that was out there with children suffering from communication disorders. Mike's grandson, Sammy, was misdiagnosed, and it was decided that support would be given to an organization, and that's how Dr. Mark Rosenblum created Unicorn Children's Foundation. And as we all know, with situations as they are now, it seems that more and more families are enduring the terrible hardships, and therefore some help had to be brought about, and definitely Unicorn Children's Foundation has done that.
So I'm sure you've seen a lot of changes with the organization. You said you've seen a change for the need, and that there's an increased need now, children who need the services of the foundation.
Correct.
What have you seen over the past 22 years?
Well, these children that we were first concerned about as far as early diagnosis now need the treatments or the possibilities of making lives for themselves, meaning giving them an opportunity to become in some way self-sufficient. And this is now the priority. Schools or possibly even one can say the availability to being able to go out and be on their own in whatever way they can.
And I'm joined by Madeline Hillsberg, who is our honoree today for the Unicorn Foundation. Nice to meet you.
It's my pleasure.
And how did you get involved with the Unicorn Foundation?
I've just been here since its inception. I just wanted to help children and people less fortunate than myself. And I had wonderful experiences with the Unicorn. They're all wonderful people to work with, and we do a lot of good. And I hope that this luncheon will bring more people to help us do more good things. I got involved. I was very happy. I wanted to help these children who didn't have the advantages that my children had. And I've been very fortunate to work with so many good people. And we do a lot of good, and I hope to do more good yet. And I'm happy to be able to help other people. It's been, my mother was also very involved in charities, and I learned from her. And I'm happy that my children are learning from me.
And I think that's a wonderful thing. It's beautiful to see you here today with your mom and see a family that's really giving back through the generations.
Yes.
What brought you into dealing with kids with neurodiversity? Was there a personal connection? Where did you see the need, and why did you get involved?
Well, my dearest friend, Valeria Rosenblum,
Who I met earlier.
who you met earlier, she and Dr. Mark Rosenblum asked me to form something here in South Florida. And that's how it all started.
So you fell in love with the Unicorn Foundation.
I fell in love with our women that come and volunteer their time. Many of them have children with neurodiverse problems. And they were so dedicated and so loving and fun. You know, it made it such a pleasure to be with them and to see what we've become. The Unicorn Children's Foundation is a tri-county foundation, meaning we help people in Miami with our card, NSU card, which is the buses that go to the inner cities and help the parents. We help children in Broward with our Unicorn Children's Foundation clinic in Nova Southeastern University. We help children up in Palm Beach County with our other bus that works with FAU. I mean, each county has something special that we've been working on to help. And the most important thing is 18 years ago, you didn't know anything about neurodiverse problems. Awareness is really the most important thing.
Again, you're somebody who's kind of out on the scene.
Yes.
What's different about Unicorn's events?
I got to tell you that they have a very strong board. Gregory Freed and most of the board members are very strong. They're strong about helping out the children and at the Unicorn Foundation. Their passion just resonates every time I go to the events. And when I see them out and about in the community, it's a great feeling to be part of it.
It's a really fun group of people. So there you have it. If you want to have fun, you come to the Unicorn Foundation.
Because we are major supporters of the Unicorn Children's Foundation, a wonderful cause that's very near and dear to our heart. And for some reason, being in Boca doesn't seem to get all the publicity that some of the other major charities seem to get. So we've been in here since the beginning for many years, and it's a great thing for children and their families, of course, to help guide them and direct them in ways to best help their children, any child with needs.
I know that you're chairing this event, and this event is really, really special to you.
It is. And you know, I think the main thing I do this, one, is to get the people here, have a good time, and as a side of it, make something for the kids. Get some money in, raise some money, and enjoy it while we're doing it. And that's what the main thing is while we're all here.
And what are other ways to get involved besides going to an event? I know you guys have a new program, #GetCaughtBeingKind. Tell me a little bit about that.
So we came up with a campaign. Children with special needs are so often isolated, and there's a really big problem with bullying now. It's throughout all of the schools. So we thought if we start educating our children at an early age to understand that individuals have different ways of learning and different ways of thinking, and different isn't necessarily a bad thing, that they might be more compassionate. So we have a campaign called the Creating Compassionate Children, and as part of that, we have these Unicorn Cares and So Do I bracelets with the hashtag Get Caught Being Kind, so that other individuals can show their support in saying that they're there to help connect families to resources, advocate for inclusive opportunities within the community, respecting differences, empowering individuals, and supporting success.
That sounds like an incredible educational initiative. The bracelets, how can somebody get the bracelet?
They can go on our website, we have them available, or they can go to Gregory's Fine Jewelry where he has them available as well at his store. We just really want to see a movement throughout the community to really appreciate and accept and help these kids with special needs.
And you're looking for our viewers' impact on social media by wearing the bracelet, hashtagging, and sharing.
Absolutely. So you get your bracelet, go on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, just take your picture with your bracelet, and then hashtag the Get Caught Being Kind, and then we'll be able to create that movement.
I need to get one of these, so you gotta hook me up when we're done.
We'll do that.